Warning, this ain't safe dopamine. This audio may short circuit the lies you believed about pleasure. Side effects include chemical confrontation, soul system overrides, and unfiltered flashes of divine authorship. If you're still loyal to false highs, exit now. But if you're ready to remember who engineered the reward system, proceed through the fire. They told you to chase the rush, to hunt the fix, to live life one hit at a time. But what they never told you were never supposed to be the customer. You were always the cook, the chemist, the covenant. You don't need the high. You are the high. God ain't wire you for dependency. He coded you for dominion. So let's burn the lie. Let's clean the pipe. Let's reroute the system. Welcome to sanctified chemistry, where dopamine bows to design. And the only lab that matters is the one you build inside your soul. Let me give it to you all the way real, raw, and uncooked. Most people don't even realize they are addicts. Not addicts in the street sense, addicts in the system sense. Addicted to scrolling, addicted to validation, addicted to the rush of being almost great, almost clear, almost free, but never truly home. And the tragedy is they keep blaming the feeling instead of checking who wrote the script. You don't feel stuck because you're broken. You feel stuck because you've been getting high off somebody else's supply. They told you, hustle harder, read more books, watch more reels, feel better, smile bigger, think positive. And right now, even this opener, this was designed to hook you emotionally. This was scripted to spike you. Why? Because it works. Because we know the recipe. We know the hit. We just choose to tell you we're using it. But they never told you the truth. You're not meant to chase the high. You are the high. Oh yeah, you felt that one. This is the part where the string quartet rises in the background and some TikTok guru whispers, "You got this." No, you don't. You got played. So let us break the lie. The lie is that dopamine is the devil. The lie is that craving joy, satisfaction, success makes you weak. But no, that ain't truth. That ain't real. God built the reward system. God wires you to feel bliss, peace, purpose, joy, clarity. But the world came in and hijacked the operating system. It sold you false highs and then called them breakthroughs. That is how you became a consumer of creation, not someone who builds, but someone who feeds off what others create and calls it success. You want to know what I call that? I call that emotional junk food. It spikes you, then leaves you. And the worst part is that you keep coming back. Now, this is the pastel filter phase. You're supposed to cry here because soft vulnerability makes good reels. But don't trip. We didn't fake this dopamine. We told you we were giving it. So here's what we do instead. We stop scrolling for the next hit. We stop chasing rewards that ain't rooted. We become the supplier. We consume our own creation. We schedule our chemistry. We command our state. We get high on doing us. And we don't apologize for it. Because when you build from alignment, you don't need the likes. You don't need the hype. You don't need the validation. You feel the high while it is being created. And that is the fix no one can take from you. Let me break it down like this and talk street law real quick. They say, never get high on your own supply. But in this system, that is the only way. Because if you can't consume your own truth, you're selling poison with pretty packaging. This ain't a course. This ain't a funnel. This ain't content. This is a contract, a chemical covenant. I am the lab. I am the supplier. I am the high. Meanwhile, on the other side of the algorithm, somebody just paid $297 for a 3-part course on how to feel seen. You weren't healed. You were harvested. Let me keep hitting you with some more bars. You think you're coding your joy, but somebody else still owns your keyboard. You think you're writing your freedom, but the pen is leased. You think you're motivated, but your spark came from the scroll. So if you don't assign the high assigns you. If you don't perform the script, you perform somebody else's lines. And just like that, this is the part in most podcasts where the voice drops into a whisper, where the music softens, and you're told to breathe. You feel that? That is manipulation, wrapped in a drone shot and a cash funnel. You're not being healed. You are being hunted. But here's the really raw and uncooked real from me to you. We push the high, but we tell you it's coming. So what's the difference between us and them? They hit you with the fix and call it transformation. I tell you I'm hitting you and ask you if you're ready to take the wheel. You think we don't know how the high works? We built our systems in the same labs that almost killed us. I'm not just a supplier. I was the test subject. We don't delete desire. We discipline the trigger. We don't suppress dopamine. We reroute it. Because if the world was always going to run on the reward, well, we just made sure to own the reward system. You digging what I'm saying? Here's the final truth. You don't need another shot of inspiration. You don't need a better motivational playlist. You need a clean high, the kind you can trust, the kind you designed, the kind God wired in, and you finally remembered how to access. You're not weak because you want to feel good. You're weak because you think they're the ones who get to define what good feels like. You're not just the system, you're also the product. And this is the part where they would cue the angelic pads, drop a humble brag prayer emoji and say, grateful to be on this journey with you. Yeah, we're grateful too. But we never lied about the dosage. But the second you realize that, you become the supplier. So what does all this mean? Design your dopamine. Audit your current highs. If you don't believe me, replace one unconscious fix with a conscious act of creation. Track it, name it, repeat it, let it hit, let it remind you. Let it seal your name back into your system. Let me tell you what this all comes down to. I don't chase the hit. I don't lease my joy. I don't borrow my identity. I am the fix. I am the flame. I am the high. Because here on the Do You rules, you either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.